Going to give you a little test drive of the Fiat Stilo that we've got for sale on autotrader at the moment. 61,700 miles on the clock. We start it up. As you can see, it's got the Command Plus navigation system. Just turn the thing down. Fuel's a bit low, that's all that is. We do have discs for it as well. It's currently got the UK disc in there, and we've got full European 2010-2011 discs, which retail for significantly more than we're actually advertising the whole car for. But you're welcome to some of those. No problem. I'll fire the nav up and just show you it working as well. It takes a little while. There you go. The nice thing with this nav system, unlike a lot in cars, is if you quickly run through and stick an address in there, stick an old address in there, that's probably quicker. Calculate route. Nice thing now is that the little display on the dash comes into its own, as well as the audio cues, as you can hear. And what you actually end up with is, let's get out to the road and I'll show you. Decent audio cues and obviously your visual cues on there, but you've also got directional cues and distance countdown markers on the dash in front of you, which is really handy. So anyway, we are in third gear, very smooth changing, up to fourth, up to fifth. It's nice and quiet, moves along the road very nicely indeed. You've got the dual zone climate control in here as well, which is quite handy, with the aircon, which is working perfectly and is very cold. We certainly haven't driven this car, and I certainly know the owners that previous to us certainly hadn't driven this car like idiots, but with the nature of what it is, I'll give you a quick little demonstration on the kick down and acceleration. So as you can see, when you need it to be or want it to be, it's swift, to say the least. And hopefully, as you could also hear, very smooth still with the gear changing in the general driving. So it's a very nice little car actually. As I say, low mileage, good service history. We've got a whole folder full of previous MOTs to back up the mileage, along with various services, spare parts, bits and pieces that have been changed. It's in good condition. It's the metallic burgundy colour. On the V5 it says brown, which I think is very harsh. I certainly wouldn't consider it to be brown. It's got red flecking and is actually a very attractive colour. And my wife certainly think it's one of the nicer colours and shows off the car very nicely. I think what else to say to you? You've got driver, passenger and side curtain airbags, remote central locking. We've got all the keys, electric windows, electric mirrors. What else have we got? We've got front and rear fog lights on this car, cruise control. We've got the steering wheel mounted controls for your the stereo and the information system, paddle shift, semi-automatic gearbox on this, Formula 1 style. So you can see it's marking us as reaching our destination. I will pull over and give you a little look at the outside. So again, I do apologise for this, using an iPhone to film it, so the quality isn't the best, but hopefully it gives you an idea of just how nicely the car actually runs and drives. Jump out and I'll show you the exterior briefly. So you can see the paintwork, which is the burgundy colour. Put the registration there. got nearly a year's MOT on it, and it's in generally pretty good condition. The previous owner changed the fuel flap, and the paint's a little bit flecky on there. Got the rear spoiler with a high level brake light. It's got remote parking sensors as well, which will work perfectly well. Got to mention that. The only other thing on the exterior really, as you can see, it's pretty tidy. There's absolutely no rust anywhere. There's a little bit of lacquer here on the door, which is quite common with the Fiats, and a little bit of a scuff, which will probably, to be honest, buff out. It hasn't gone all the way through. So tyres are all good, brakes are all good. MOT is, I think, till April next year. So there it is. If you're interested, please get in contact.